नाही नाही बसायचं बसा बसा. नाही नाही बॅग ठेवायचे फक्त. मैंने तो उसके बाद देखना ही छोड़ दिया.
Hello and welcome to Outlook Talks. We have Ganesh Kanate joining us from Mumbai, and we have Shweta. She's, I think, at Nariman Point near the. Is that right, Shweta? Are you at the counting center?
I am at the counting center in Jogeshwari, here in Mumbai.
Okay. And we are joined by Chinky Sinha, Outlook
Hi.
editor, Outlook. This is for, of course, these are still early trends. It's just about 10:30, but this is okay. But Ganesh ji, going by the early trends, this kind of a strong showing by the Shinde group. Did you expect? I mean, this in so many areas where they were weak, even in the Lok Sabha elections. I mean, it's really a big comeback for the Mahayuti, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. See, their comeback in Vidarbha region, Marathwada region, and more shockingly in Western Maharashtra is more than shocking. Because if you analyze Vidarbha, the MVA had won 31 seats in Lok Sabha, whereas Mahayuti won some 8 seats or something. So this is exact reversal of the situation vis-a-vis Lok Sabha. And in Western Maharashtra, everybody was expecting Sharad Pawar to perform much better than this. This is possibly the worst performance of Sharad Pawar that one can see here in Western Maharashtra. Similarly, in Marathwada, what people are surprised, I've talked to a couple of them. So, Maratha reservation factor didn't work at all, it seems. So, in all the major regions, these results are shocking. These results or these trends right now are beyond expectations of even exit polls who were going bonkers. I mean, they were doing anything. They were just doing a guesswork. But still, these trends, even if these are trends, they are very shocking and very surprising. Because BJP and their allies, they have done their course correction beyond anybody's expectation. In Vidarbha, in Marathwada, and in Western Maharashtra, wherever they were lacking in terms of vote share or in terms of seats, they, I think, have worked on each constituency individually, and they have done their homework much better than MVA. And MVA was little overconfident because of Lok Sabha elections,
Right.
and they did not take any lessons from Haryana, it seems. Because
Right.
here in this election also, if you look at the number of independent candidates, proxy candidates, and vote cutters, it was huge. And they have played, it seems they have played a major role in this election. So the vote share of MVA is likely to go down drastically. These trends are showing. And fourth thing that is very surprising is that MNS and Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi, they are not even in a position to get a single seat in Vidhan Sabha. See, Vanchit, MNS had fielded more than 125 candidates, including Raj Thakre's son. And if they are not getting even one seat, it's really, really shocking for Raj Thakre. And Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi, which is a conglomeration of, Dalit, Dalit political forces, even they are not getting any response from the voters. This is also shocking for future politics.
Chinky
That is
has
the
a
initial
question.
reaction.
Yeah.
No, I had a question you had written in Outlook about this, this ideological thing, the shift. And from Lok Sabha time, and in fact, we did one issue about, goodbye ideology, right? Because now again the same thing, rebels, independence, all kinds of flip-flops have happened, mostly in Maharashtra, So is that becoming like a big thing, and how is ideology, like in terms of political parties, right? And Shiv Sena is the biggest thing. We don't know which Shiv Sena is which one, right? Now, So how does that, is that impacting a lot? Is there like a clear
It
kind
has,
of
it
shift
is
or
the
a
key
trend?
factor. Miss Sinha, see, what I see is this is one factor that has impacted this election the most.
Exactly.
See, what all political parties have thought about and taken into consideration and given more weightage to elective merit, whatever that we consider your caste, your ability to spend money. You know, in previous election in 2019, election budget of any candidate representing any official party was around 5 crore. And this time, I'm hearing that people have spent more than 25. So this is a huge difference in the spend. More than 700 crore was officially seized in this election. So unofficially, how much was spent? Nobody knows. So
Yeah.
budgets of every candidate going to 25 crore and elective merit. See, 3 BJP sitting MLAs were given tickets by Sharad Pawar. So, complete ideological shift of Hindutva candidate going to a secular camp. So, 6 of Congress sitting MLAs or former MLAs getting tickets from Shinde Sena or BJP. It's a complete ideological shift. So, ideology has been put to dustbin in this election. So, whatever that people describe as elective merit has played a major role, and that elective merit is nothing but your caste, your religion, and your ability to spend money, which is again, it's a
Yeah.
black money. It's not officially that you are spending it. It's all spent on petrol, diesel, daily daily dhaba accounts, daily liquor spend. Then per vote they are spending money. You know, some in some constituencies they are paying 1,500 per vote. In some constituencies they are paying 3,000 per vote, and they are randomly spending money. Money has played
Yeah.
a big role in this election.
You
So
know,
ideology has lost its
that's
relevance
true.
this election.
Absolutely. In fact, I wanted to, go to Shweta,
Yeah.
since, she's been traveling a lot, covering the elections. And, in the reports that we did, we were looking at, factors like, the Shinde faction is a hurriedly put together alliance. There are enough people pulling them. There is Ajit Pawar, there is Fadnavis. Then there was farm distress. There was soybean farmers were angry. Then there was this Gujarati versus Marathi, Maharashtrians versus Gujarat. That. But in this, I mean, these results seem to have.
Like nothing.
Nothing seems to have mattered in the end. I mean, all those factors that we were,
So I'm reading
analyzing.
it wrongly, or
Yeah, I
what
mean,
is
is
it?
it
Like
so?
how?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, on the ground, I mean, did it look like this to you, Shweta?
Absolutely not. I mean, like what Ganesh Kanate is pointing out, this is shocking results and unprecedented increase in BJP's vote share. Because if these early trends hold by afternoon when the final tally would be out of the counting votes, because so far only 2 rounds have been done. It's still very early to predict the final
Yes,
numbers.
yes, that's
But
true.
BJP candidates have taken a lead across the state. And this is completely shocking and unexpected, because till last night, we were a kind of, the MVA was very confident of its victory. The MVA's partners, that is the Congress, Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray, and NCP Sharad Pawar, tried to bring all its candidates in one place, so that there is no poaching and snatching of the winning candidates. But from the looks of it so far, there won't be a situation to poach any candidates for the Mahayuti, because it is clearly leading across all the constituencies and regions. Rightly pointed out by Mr. Kanate that Western Maharashtra is where we expected the BJP will not see any surge in votes due to the Maratha reservation factor, and due to Manoj Jarange Patel, who is the leader of the Maratha reservation, who's leading the agitation of Maratha reservation. He strongly gave a signal that voters should vote for the Maratha candidate and vote wisely. against those who are standing as an hindrance to getting getting entry for the Marathas into the OBC. So the signal was to vote against the BJP, but again, so far what we are seeing, it's unexpected in Maharashtra, and this is only going to reinforce BJP's hold in Maharashtra. This is the third victory, and again, from what I think, this is very similar to what we saw in 2014 when there was Modi wave. This time there was no wave in Maharashtra. Absolutely, all the poll analysts and experts said that this time there was no one factor working for any of the alliances for the Mahayuti or Mahavikas. The only factor that Mahayuti was going to town was with its infrastructure project, its welfare schemes. Let me again remind you that when the budget was announced of Maharashtra, a massive soaps and freebies were announced to the voters, particularly for women voters as well as for the farmers. This could have played a major role in switching the votes to Mahayuti's benefits, is what appears like. We will, of course, keep you updated on what the results come out and what the final tally looks like.
We are, I think, nearing the end, but just before leaving, I thought, Ganeshji, if I can ask you just one question. In the Lok Sabha, it did seem that, this is not specifically about Maharashtra, but generally about the political, scenario in India. In the Lok Sabha elections, it did seem that the people were, a little angry with the incumbent government. The results for the NDA was not as, shining or as great as they had predicted. But after that, the few assembly elections that we have had in Haryana, for instance, in Jharkhand also, it's showing they are quite a bit in the lead right now. And Maharashtra, it looks like an absolute sweep, though very early trends. So this, one felt that, the Lok Sabha's effect will be actually seen in the state elections. But here it seems to be the other way around.
They're always very
Exactly.
different, actually. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Exactly
you
opposite.
can't compare.
Even worse than the opposite reality. See, what I'm seeing is that these elections were very localized. There was no wave. There was no Modi wave. There was no Sharad Pawar wave, or there was not one single issue that was sweeping the entire state. So, what swept election is completely different from the uh, traditional way of analyzing these elections. See, anti-incumbency, pro-incumbency, or wave factor, wave theory, or whatever that we used to use in predicting elections so far.
That's right.
So all the indicators of psephology, which we all have used in our lives, have gone to dustbin. I mean, they are no longer valid. Elective merit elections are now fought on the whatever we call it as elective merit. Your ability to spend money, your ability to spend influence local politics. See, in this election, as Shweta was pointing out, that there was no wave, but there was definitely one factor, that everybody who wanted to have influence on local politics. See, Zilla Parishad elections are due. Mahanagar Palika, municipal corporations elections are due. They have not been held for last 2.5 years or 3 years in Maharashtra. And there are panchayat elections. There are Kapus Mahasangha elections. There are other cooperative societies where elections are likely to be held. So anybody who wants to sustain or survive in this politics has to have some hold on local elections, sugar factories elections. So all these are cooperative institutions. And for that, people have poured money like left, right, center. So this money has played a big role, and anybody who wanted to be in the fray and he or she is not getting ticket from his or her earlier party, has switched loyalty to the other party from wherever they got the ticket.
That's true.
So Rane's son going to Shiv Sena, Ganesh Naik's son going to Rashtravadi Sharad Pawar. So all these things which would have been thought as miraculous or absurd happenings, they have all happened in this election. And see, Manasseh, Vanchit, and all independent forces, they have been just wiped out in this election. So it's all about BJP. And see, if you look at BJP's figures, not even Shinde or Ajit Pawar will be in a position to bargain with them. They are now leading in, say, 128 seats. So they can take one ally and form a government. They don't need a second ally. So it's clear that BJP will have its say, BJP will have its chief minister in place, and Shinde and Ajit Pawar will have to be happy with the position of playing second fiddle in the politics and once again be deputy chief ministers. So Shinde will also be a deputy chief minister in
That's true.
few days from now.
I mean, nothing is shocking,
I
more
would-
shocking after US election. So,
Yeah,
in fact, we are not even shocked. This politics of
Nobody-
othering and this no ideology where he shifts here, there,
Yeah.
away. It's just
Shweta, we
I
have
would-
just 2 minutes if you want to
Yeah,
just.
I would just like to add about the mood here in Maharashtra. The communal propaganda that the BJP unleashed in the last week of the elections and throughout the campaign, in fact, getting all the Hindutva ideologues from the south, from the north, to hold public rallies and the slogans of "Katenge to batenge" did not really sit right with the people in Maharashtra, because Maharashtra is known as the land of Shahu, Phule, and Ambedkar ideology, which is very much rooted in social justice, in equality. And this did not really, this was not the sentiment accepted by the people. There was unease within the BJP as well, with Ajit Pawar and Pankaja Munde saying that, it does not fit with us, right? The Katenge to Batenge. So, given all these factors, it is indeed shocking. Plus, the Vinod Tavde, the General Secretary of BJP, being caught red-handed on the last day with cash in Virar. These incidents really were expected to switch the vote or the
least
sentiment
have
towards the
impact.
MVA.
Yeah.
But that has not happened. So
Okay.
definitely, we would say that the mood on the ground is not reflecting in the final figures
Okay,
that are
got
coming
that.
from the counting.
Right. Yeah, got that. So, Ganeshji, we'll come to you again in a little while. I mean, these are very early trends. We still can't actually, conclude that this is what it's
No,
going to
no.
be, but we'll come to you maybe in an hour or so. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
for joining. Thank you, Shweta.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling me.
ये क्यों put the voice ऐसे? Can't make out anything. ये क्यों आ रहा है?